Hello, my name is Belagar. It's been quite a while, but this is a 2v2 multiplayer battle in
We
the
have none for the
Wainriders
enemy!
submod featuring the latest currently available public patch. Um, I do have a version that's been in the works for a while, um, but of course I've been submitting replays to YouTubers hoping to get those out, and those are all running the public version. So if I update the mod on the Steam Workshop, it will make those replays incompatible. So hope you don't mind the delay. So anyway, this is a 2v2 land battle on 15k funds. I am playing as Guldur, and my ally is playing as Rhovanion. We are facing off against the Wainriders and the Woodland Realm, or the Wood Elves. If you look at my army, I've got a large amount of archers, mostly Snaga bows, but also some masters of Mirkwood in the back.
We've revealed
My
their
general is a
deception.
Black Company,
Hidden
obviously,
troops.
which is your only
The enemy has
general
engaged our ally.
for Guldur. I have a couple of units of Snaga spears and phantoms for anti-cavalry, and I have two Wraith Riders as well, and my ace in the hole, which are the Nazgul. So, my ally, playing as Rhovanion, has brought, I believe, a large number of select freemen, I think 6 select freemen, quite a few cavalry units, namely his Princess Druzina as his general, a couple of Velmoje, some Outriders, and I believe he also has some Druzina back here or somewhere. Oh no, just more Velmoje? Oh no, here they are. We have Outriders, 3 more Outriders, so 5 Outriders, 6 Velmoje from the looks of it, or actually a ton. I think it might be all of Velmoje. I was under the impression he might have some Druzina, but he just has Velmoje and Outriders, and those select freemen. The Wood Elves have brought an army that is mostly cavalry archers. We have some Sindar Riders, which are an elite missile cavalry unit. They do have Parthian Shires at the stat page. And you also have some Sylvan Scouts, which can fire on the move, but they cannot fire behind them. So not really super effective horse archers, at least, in the sort of running back and forth Parthian shot skirmishing. That's left to your more expensive Sindar Riders, though the Sylvan Scouts are still light, good missile damage, good range for horse archers, etc. Very potent bow cavalry. And then he's got some 2 protectors of the path, shown right here, and of course they're hidden right now. Most of the Wood Elf roster can hide. All of their units can guerrilla deploy, so, very stealth-focused faction. Protectors of the path are spearmen, armed with bows, for a little bit of they have a little bit of ammunition, and then Sylvan Spears are a basic unit of spearmen, or not men in this case, elves. Some Greenwood Great Axes, which are 2-handed shock infantry, mid-tier 2-handed shock infantry, and then you have Thranduil and the Sindar Bodyguard, which are a heavy 1-handed axe unit. Backed up by the Wainriders, we have a couple of heirs of Ulfang with their glaives and bows. We have, oh no, that's the Woodland Realm. We have a couple of Fire Riders of Nirn, 3 of those. A couple of chariots, Balcloth chariots, a War Wain, the Great Wain, obviously the general here. And then we have as well as 2 Eastron War Chiefs, very expensive, very powerful grenade-throwing infantry for the Wainriders. So, initially, we're going to have a skirmish back and forth between the Wainriders and I. Now, this is something that I am vastly better equipped to do, both as a faction and my army composition. Wainriders do not really have true foot missile units. The Heirs of Ulfang do have bows, but it's only 4 ammunition. So I am more than happy to trade ammo with him, with Snaga bows back and forth. And I'm more than happy to take pot shots at these shieldless heavy cavalry, which he notices and he starts to pull back. But again, just getting free damage. My ally, however, is in the thick of it. He's gotten a few successful charges onto Sylvan Scouts and Sindar Riders. As well, his opponent does make some micro mistakes with his Horse Archers. And they get tied down by Belmoge and some spears. The javelins are thrown into them. Lots of damage is being collected. Overall, the fight is going extremely well for him so far. And the Woodland Realm player is making a lot of mistakes. We'll see how that, if that continues to happen as battle goes on. My ally did have some Velmoge on my side, and I told him I don't need it. I should be just fine against the Wainriders. You go do your 1v1 over there. And he basically does do that, though he is going to try to charge these chariots. If my voice sounds a little different, I am a little bit under the weather, a little sick. Nothing too bad though, just a little cold. But he is going to try to get some charges there, but the Heirs of Wolfang are going to use their last of their ammunition to do a little bit of damage to his cavalry. And he does eventually just pull back. The Fire Riders of Nirn, having taken a lot of damage and have used their grenades, with 51 kills, but definitely taken a lot of arrow fire or engagements with the cavalry, I'm not quite sure. The Fire Riders of Nirn use their explosives. It misses the Wraith Riders, for the most part. And the Wraith Riders get stuck in, and one of them does very poorly on the charge. I presume it got hit by the grenades more than the second unit did. But I do have some Snaga, or actually some Phantoms, backing up that unit. And the Phantoms is going really well in that situation. Also have some chariots. We do start to get stuck, and the general actually dies here while trying to move forward. Fire Riders of Nirn, the strong War Chief, killing my Gloom Blades, my basic shock infantry. I did forget about that actually unit lineup. The Snaga Spears stopped one of the chariot units, the other, the War Wain, got through, though they are going to start to die. The Great Wain, the general, has gotten into my archers, which is very bad for me. Gulgurdur's morale is not good, especially for these low-tier Snaga units. One of them is routed. I do have some spears that are still around, able to hopefully block these chariots, but I am in a precarious position with this very heavily armored, powerful, super heavy chariot rolling around the back line. On the other side, the fight is not going terribly well for Rhovanion. The horse archers have gotten away, and also the melee infantry from the Wainriders have gotten combat, and they are doing fairly well for themselves against Rhovanion's light cavalry. Quickly go back over to this side. The chariots are taking more damage. They are getting sort of tied down, and he's definitely going for my general. He's going for my Black Company. I'm trying to kill them. These are archers with two-handed axes for melee, and he desperately wants to kill my general, because if you kill Dulguldur's general with a Dulguldur army that is mostly using its Orcish units, you are going to be in for a very bad time as Dulguldur. So I want to keep my general alive. The War Wains, not War Wains, the Fire Riders of Nirn smash through this unit of Velmoge and go straight for my general. I do have some Snaga Spears, but they are too far away. They are not going to be able to make it. Their Masters of Mirkwood, the heavy archers, are getting engaged by Ulfang. That is an engagement that in the long term the Ulfang will win. The Fire Riders of Nirn get their charge off, delete the general, and at that point the battle, which had otherwise been going fairly well, as you can see numbers wise we have a massive advantage because my Orcish army is so huge. You're going to see something happen that just completely changes that. You can see the Snaga bows all start wavering as soon as the general is dead, and things are not looking good all of a sudden. All of these Snaga bows wavering. One of them routs, We are still trying to shoot the back of these Eastern War Chiefs. Another Snagabow routes without actually taking any more contact from the enemy, and he has an intact unit of Fire Riders of Nirn. The Wraith Riders finally beat the Fire Riders of Nirn in this engagement. Nazgul engaged this unit after having finished off one of the Eastern War Chiefs in combat. A very powerful unit, but very expensive at 3,000 gold, and they have very high morale. So along with the Wraith Riders, I can count on them, but this is a very bad situation for Guldur. Losing your general, lots of archers, the enemy has intact units of Shot Cavalry. It is a very bad situation. And even these Masters from Mirkwood, who are a little more reliable in terms of morale, are going to start wavering. The Phantoms, who are unbreakable, high health, and of course are ghosts, they don't have these problems, but all of my Orcish archers that I brought are very quickly going to decide that today is not their day, and they're going home. And the Eastern War Chief is engaged with the Nazgul here. As the Nazgul are attacking through his second unit, it will definitely defeat an Eastern War Chief in one-to-one combat, but it does not matter because the Woodland Realm is coming with their own units of cavalry, and otherwise a situation that I might have been able to salvage against just the Fire Riders of Nirn and the Eastern War Chief, which is the only thing left in the Wainrider army. At this point, I definitely cannot salvage the horde of Woodland Realm cavalry coming to kill me and my many exposed units of archers, though he does pile in on the Phantoms, which buys me some time. The Phantoms will fight to the last Wraith, and they will go Ghost, and they will kill quite a bit of this cavalry. I've also got another Wraith Rider unit tying that down. Same here against this Fire Rider of Nirn. Of course, they will kill that unit because there's only two of them now left. The Nazgul start wavering. I did change this with the latest. I did change that with the current patch. They used to be basically unbreakable, and it sort of had ended in situations where, you know, an entire army could be dead and the Nazgul would still be alive and just kill a bunch of stuff. And I thought that needed to be nerfed. If you lose the rest of your army, the Nazgul should decide to leave. And in the movies, of course, the 9 on Weathertop are thwarted and run away from Aragorn wielding nothing more than a sword and a torch. So evidently the Nazgul are not beings of infinite morale. They will not fight to the end. If they sense danger, they will leave. And that's what's happened here. The Nazgul have fled the battlefield, if I can even find them, or were they all killed here? Oh yes, there's one of them. 6 Nazgul left. Still being killed by the Eastron War Chief, these Eastern men. And the last bit of the battle are these Wraith Riders fighting against the last Fire Riders Nirn unit, as the Protectors of the Path use up some of their ammo to try to shoot at this unit. And if they're not shooting at the back, they're doing way more damage to their allies than this guy, but they're just trying to kill him and finish him off, and surely only one left, and the Wraith Riders go. That's the end of the battle. A close defeat for myself and for my ally. My ally was actually, I forgot, his battle happened over a month ago, so I forgot who it was. It was Base Team Maker, known on Discord as Dostil, and I was playing as Guldur. If we look at the kills here, low kills for my general, some decent kills on my Gloomglaives, decent kills for the Nazgul, the archers, which were cheap, but overall did not accomplish much. The Wraith Riders did not accomplish much. The Phantoms got quite a lot of kills, though. Against the Wainrider army, which was mostly cavalry and chariots, and very expensive infantry, it's not too surprising. You know, he had very low numbers. It would be hard to get massive numbers of kills against that kind of army, but I still basically had defeated him, and then his teammate who had won, UK Barnet Man, had defeated my teammate, and he had come over to help him. If we look at UK Barnet Man's army, again, some Greenwood Great Axes, Sylvan Spears, good kills all around for a lot of the Archer Cavalry, and very good kills for Thranduil and his Sindar bodyguard. So that's that battle, and we're going to feature a few others, probably, that I'm going to upload. Basically some of the better replays. This was a relatively close battle, so I decided to show it, and I will see you next time.